Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and I am Alex Antuna, continuing on this model. So yesterday really wanted a model, but my allergies were not kind to me. It was bad yesterday. Whatever was in the air, I couldn't sit down and do any more during the lunch. I was just like, oh. Still kind of feel it today, but it's not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was pretty bad. So it comes and goes with this weather that's shifting into the fall. So even on the news, they're like, stay inside, pollen alert. So do what I can to keep from feeling that way. But yesterday I couldn't do nothing about it, so it's all good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking this piece off. I think this needs to be a little bit more rounded to this object. I'm just gonna shape it just a little bit. Yes. Just kind of push and pull. I can form it after I get a little bit of this retopo going. I'm getting pretty close to wanting to pose the model. I think mainly if I'm going to pose her, I probably should start, giving more details to her neck and area. Neck detail machine parts. I had added something the other day and I got all confused on what was what. I think it deleted a folder instead of deleting the mesh, and everything was going backwards and forward. I was all over the place, and then I finally just was like, oh, that's what happened. So, but I don't really expect to move her head too much. I'll probably move based on this area and then have her looking to the right, left, or something. That way this lower area isn't so affected, and I could probably do that. I'm pretty close with her hair. If I want to add a hair, it isn't too bad. What do you say? We go that route? We just turn her head. That way she's got a little bit more human features, a little more turn. What is this? Because really it's just one-sided. It's not symmetrical, asymmetrical kind of model. Let's go ahead and do the jump. Let's go that route. Let's do this. Pep talk myself to do this. Let's see if it works. I was gonna do that, but pretty sure we need to start going forward and not stop here. So let's go ahead, and it's gonna be a little tricky because I sometimes don't trust the transpose tool. Sometimes in the past it would work only on half the model, and then it was just like it wouldn't work. Just like, oh. But I don't know if that was just older versions of ZBrush and if it's been fixed over the years. Let's go. Let's do it. T-pose mesh. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and see what we can get. It will break my symmetry. It's gonna break a lot of things, and then I'll start building from there and see what we can get. Because really, from here up, her neck, I just want her looking to the left, just slightly. And we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. This is something we need to do anyway. Let's do it. Let's get this pin brush, not that brush. Lasso. Let's lasso this out. And we'll go from her head. Grab that cable. We'll grab that machine. Go up. Grabbing all her hair, and there we go. Let's smooth this out. Just work slightly. Let's see what we got. So her head, mainly right here. Level this out, and let's see what we got. So I can turn, yes, turn, yes. Everything needs to be blurred. really. So let's do that. Let's blur. If I click on it, I can do one at a time, but let's just go to this mask and blur. Blur mask. So we can get enough of everything. I need to do this again just to keep it same blurriness. Let's see if it falls off just enough. Okay, and that transpose tool stayed there. You could also see that this piece, I don't know what that is. Her little neck thing is not going with her. So let's do this again. Let's grab all that just a little bit, just to tease it. Everything but this neck collar, right? And blur, 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 and invert. See what it does. Let's see if it works. I want it to be too far down. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and blur individually. I guess her see if I can hide that. Let's give this another round and blur it. Blur, blur, hide. Let's see how this does, because I want her to, I'm thinking if I do anything, I don't know if I want her looking this way, looking up, or down and looking over, like that. You can see stuff got stretched, but we can fix that later. Let's see what we got. I almost kind of want her to tilt her head. We can fix those cables after a bit. Stretching that way works one way. There you go. Kind of tilt her head. We'll see more of this kind of flowing up to where we can kind of get a look at her, all her hardware, and I'll probably composition just enough to get this lower part there. I'm gonna want to break that symmetry, but not yet. I think just for now I want to do the head just to kind of get a look, you know, just it's part of like this whole thing right here. What do you think? Kind of works with that little silhouette. I don't want to lose all her body because I want to see this, at least a little bit of that, and her arms are the same, so we can kind of focus like looking up at her. So if we look down, it would be more like that. That doesn't work for me. Kind of like this pose right there. And we'll have either this, and if I really need to, I can mirror all the geometry and have her look the other way, left to right. But I kind of like this. Have this flow up. If I do a background, I'll need something to kind of have going on here if we go that route. Yeah, I think this will work. Let's do this. Cables I'm gonna have to fix, so let's cross our fingers that this worked, that I pressed that button. I still don't want to pose the lower half of her or shoulders yet. If I do, it's gonna be like subtle. So this is the part where you can cross your fingers that nothing gets left behind. If I turned everything on or whatever. It's fixable. I didn't save, right? This isn't a new save. And usually when I go through my naming, I'll add something like at the end of it, like saying posed. So what we got? It just adds a little more character along with this model when you start to pose and break that symmetry, and she doesn't look consistent to what she was. Hope that fixes up there. Come on. Is it still going? Move that little plug. There you go. I was like, oh. Let's see if everything worked out. 1 minute to change the symmetry. So she's kind of like, her hair is kind of flowing that way. So now we got kind of a little more to her. Let's see what she looks like rendered. Let's give it a little shininess. I was doing the Z projects, but the files started getting bigger, and I didn't really need to get that locked in yet. You can see right around her neck, I'll need to fix some of that and get a little bit more interest going. Render properties, AO. This is the only bad thing is that you'll have to keep setting this up. So like that, you can start to see that. You just see that your eye flow is going to go up as she's looking away. And so it kind of works. Her hair is kind of giving her composition, like going this way. So that's more or less where that was going. I need to fix these cables, but those are easy. Those are not too big of a deal. I hope, as much as what you've seen me already do on this. So just a little fixing here and there. Just push and pull. Boom, done, fixed. It's not really too crazy of a mesh. This part did get a little. Let's turn off this symmetry. We can start to adjust for what it is. It's like a cover. Go that route. And maybe I posed too soon. There's that. You either gotta jump or you don't. With these models, you're like, do I do it now? Do I wait? Do I commit? I feel like it's time to commit to something like this, to a pose. It was a long time coming with her just kind of looking straight, so now we actually got a little bit more of a look. Ooh, look at that metallic. Let's see, darkened edge. Ooh, that looks cool. Once I start putting harder materials on this, I'll get a little bit more of a better feel for what I want. Never really thought about a background, but I do think I can create one fairly in the background, like a shallow depth of field to kind of give her something to work with. But yeah, it looks like she's got that what was that cartoon back in the day, like Silver Hawks, or kind of reminds me of that little bit of a cartoon. See if I can straighten this out. If all else fails, let's see what we got. How many is that? Is that just that one piece? Solo that out. Yeah, something like that. And let's go to Z remesh. So that's done. That's gonna be. Oh, what are you holding on to, Z remesher? What was that? You're holding on to something. That's the other thing, is if you have layers in it, you gotta like factor that. But Z remesher's remembering something. See that? It's remembering the old. So how do we break that? Let's see this. Let's go to divide, and yes. See what it does. Yeah, still holding on to something in the memory. It's okay. We'll figure this out in a bit. Do have some of the other stuff. Let's see. Seems to be working okay. And I guess I'll just start breaking off that other part, the pieces to her head. But yeah, now that she's kind of leaning, we kind of got like a general direction to kind of give eye flow that she's looking, get something, a little more story to it. Yeah. And I want to have her eyes glow whenever I bring her to like the texturing process. There's a little bit more thought behind that to give her a little bit more computer look to it. So let's see what we got. I'm ready to get to the next phase. when you want to see it like just kind of finalized. So let's continue on. I don't know if it's going to change with this, if it'll fix it. There's got to be a way to flush that memory in there, but oh well, we'll figure it out. I got to duplicate it and copy it and mix it up. We'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. So let me save real quick. So if I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna go 17, and usually I just kind of have a like, for this incremental save, I'll pose pose. That way I know that I didn't move it. There was a major change. So if I need to go back, I can go back to the previous or something. It's just for kind of a note for myself. And the naming isn't too crazy yet, right? It's just me. I know where parts are, so it's okay. I don't know about this part right here. What was that? Where did that go to? Did I want it? Did I need it? I don't know. Did I break everything up? I did. That was something that I was doing. And you can see that I broke that too far. So, yeah, I broke it all up. Shouldn't have did that. It's okay though. Alright, let's go to this piece, and I'm going to start cleaning this up. You can do a clone. When you do a clone, your model. There's your T-pose mesh too down here still. Never mess with it after I extract or do what I got to do with it. But it's there. It's there if you got to go mess with it, I guess. Never sure if it'll tag along with the whatever members. I think I usually just do it again. And we'll keep this. Push this down. Boom. Cut. And group split. Now everything's just in its own little world. And rinse and repeat. You've seen me do this before. Just get some topology going. Boom, boom, boom. Scale that to 0. Focus shift and click. And let's see what we got. Split masked. Let's get to that. You can see uncrease all and dynamic. That should be something that I would cover to do a macro script so that I'm not having to repeat myself on this. I've done it before on other videos. It's just been a little bit. 5. There we go. No. Just want to see the model. So let's get it brighter. It's dark in this room. Topology, and just start doing your thing. I've been doing a lot of topology lately for other projects for work, and it just yeah, it's always get a little faster as you do it more, but yeah, it's a little bit of this process. Start knowing what to look for a little bit better as you continue to do this. Didn't like this part of the process at first, but now I kind of got used to it. It's not too bad. So since it's gonna go straight down, I'm just gonna have that continue on. I'll follow the contours of her head. If I really want to, I could probably keep this all one mesh. We could try it, see what it does. Might speed up the process. I split it up just because I thought I was going to need to retopo everything, but if it's connected, it won't matter. Kind of. Try it, see what happens. It ain't going to hurt. Worst comes to worst, I just got to start over. And that's no fun, right? Starting over, but you're gonna have to do it a few times. This, or I have to. Sometimes I have to restart over, and if you do this enough, you know you're gonna have to do it a few times when you do stuff like this for 3D or anything, any project, stuff like that. It comes around sometimes where you just gotta start over. Whether it be you or a client saying they want to go change something, that happens. You gotta go with that. So let's see what we got. What do you think? Why not? Yeah, I think so. Why not? That's what I heard. Heard somebody back there say, "Why not? Do it, man. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's just get it done." We're flowing anyway, right? We're going pretty decent speeds, right? Just getting this going. Oh, I can't grab it. Keeping that artistic flow going. Where does this one go? I try to avoid triangles when possible. Every now and then you got to do it, but try to avoid it. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. This probably could have an extra line, but we'll live with this. We'll live with what we got. Let's do this. Let's go. Time isn't wasting. Let's keep going. Keep moving. Me posing this model probably did offset some of this stuff, but I really wanted to see her posed. I really wanted to push forward and get that next step. So we're just going where we need to be. Make this bigger so I'm not grabbing random stuff. And we can slide this over. The good thing is that we could always add an extra segment. See, there we go. You see how this goes? Retopology is just the part of this process. And I mentioned unwrapping. I've started kind of enjoying unwrapping a little bit. I don't know. I used to hate it. Now it's part of the process. I guess over time, as you do stuff in 3D, your focus shifts, right? Shift your focus a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. So I can spread this one just a little bit, and we can give a little bit of this island. Let's keep it a little bit closer. And if you're wondering how I visualize it, I'm seeing these contours. Just this follows that, so it doesn't matter. Let's just build it out. this needs to flow with this one, so we're just going to keep going. See? And just make sure they're even. This will be an edge, and we keep continuing on. And as you saw before, I was going to extrude it out and level it. Once it subdivides, we'll get this kind of cleaned up. I've been using a tool in Blender called, let's say it's called Retopo Tools. It's a plugin that I kind of like. There was another one that was a little bit more expensive, but this one does the job. For what I don't even know what the other one gave outside of what I'm already doing, extruding, and this one had the cool enough tools for me to be happy, not overwhelm me with too many gadgets. I like simple sometimes. Whoa, that's funny. The Alexa thing just started talking. I don't even know how it heard me. The thing creeps me out sometimes. She just started talking. Who are you talking to? And then she goes, I'm talking to you. No! We're running out the house. Be like Poltergeist, modern day Poltergeist. Remember Poltergeist with the TV? Everybody was putting the TVs out of the room. They're like, I'll be doing that with that machine, that Alexa. Halloween's around the corner. You gotta love that. It's a fun time of the year. Let's see what we got here. Little bridge. I'm trying to visualize this here. Yeah, there Alexis just started spouting the weather. Did I say something? Is it way in the other room? You would think the one closer to this room would have spouted something off, but that one in the other room talked. Oh, can't grab it. Come on. So the only tricky thing is that alright, this is where we can split this. Alright, let's split it off. Insert. And go there. Oh, too much. Subdivision all the way. Keep that there. Do we need all that? It's gonna extrude down anyway, but we can remove if we need to. I think the goal here is just to keep moving, not to overthink it. That happens a lot, right? Where you just overthink and just stop. Gotta keep moving. Keep moving. There we go. You start to see where it's going. Got a lot of that done. I didn't have to separate too much, but we'll find out if it's gonna be a challenge or not. One thing I kind of wish is that when you grab this, it doesn't try to grab the edge too easy. I don't know if there's a way to adjust that fall off range. So let's see if I can grab. And I don't want to go it. I just go one at a time. Keep this going. Kind of push this down so we got enough room. And one more. Let's see, there's an edge right there, so let's insert with the loop, so we can push it and grab all these. See if we'll move them all. Yep. And you can see there was a slope anyway, so it worked out. Just worked out a little bit. Oh. Maybe not to extrude. Something I can do to keep from going too far with that. Just bridge it like that. If it'll work. Now you actually got like some of this removed, so it's not so crazy at the end. There's times when you can do this, and sometimes it does. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You just kind of make that edge loop go around. When it works flawlessly, you're just kind of like, ooh, that was cool. That was pretty cool. We're running low on time. We got a few more minutes, and then I gotta sign off again. Hopefully my allergies aren't too bad to continue. That was bad yesterday. It drains you. Like, just see what we got. Okay, let's isolate this. Look at that solo. You see some of the lines. Let's go ahead and just duplicate this just to be safe. It doesn't hurt nothing. We're going to drop it all the way down and extrude. Thickness, it goes 0.5, and then drop this offset. Boom. Looking sloppy. That's enough for me to grab the mesh in there. I think so. Let's apply. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this, and we're going to extrude this out. You can kind of see where the line is going, so we're going to go this way. It's already not slice curve. We're going to do clip curve and do it the reverse way, and release, and there we go. Clipped. Curve, isolate, crease polygroup, solo. We'll start creasing this stuff. So let's drop this down, subdivide up. Let's give some crease to whatever we got. There was a crease there. Pretty sure this whole polygroup was creased. And then this right here. So we'll just drop this down, turn off the mask, go to that one, crease down here, and then let's hit look at the, yeah, that's what it was. We're gonna crease this. Crease that. We'll probably adjust it as we need. Crease here. That edge, this edge. I don't know if it was creased right there. We'll leave it open just to see if it flows a little bit better. There was something there. And let's hide everything. Let's do this. Go here. What is this one? I don't need this one either. So it's kind of like a cut here. So let's go to this one here. Turn you off. Yeah, let's see what we got. That was a cut here. We'll look at it in a bit and see what it looked like going up and around. I think it probably could go here. And we'll see what it does. So let's go subdivision, always yes. Let's see how that looks. I don't know if that was any tune. Take these away. I think it's a bigger swoop. Here, there, everywhere. Give this an edge from that piece, and this one an edge. Autosave, yes. Alright, getting close on the button. Let's do this up. There we go. Got a little bit cleaner. This part, I think it could be a little bit cleaner, but let's turn that off. There you go. And there was something right there. You see it? It was a swoop. Swoop right here. There we go. So now this is ready to merge into the other piece. So let's go to our main part. And we have this piece. And we'll append. Let's see how close it got. Append this piece. Drop it to the bottom. I'm gonna select this piece and drop that to the bottom, and let's see what we got. Where'd you go? I'm gonna open that up and drop it to the bottom. So 1, 2. So let's see what we got. One more like little curve there and one curve there. Pretty close. There's a loop right here that looks like it could be smoothed out, but we could always push that with this. But right there was a little curve. Let's see. Ooh, did you see that? Real quick. Boom, done. Okay, cool. We can delete the old. This old deletes. Get out of here. So now we got a clean piece of geometry. And we can push this, move up. So now it's a little bit easier to manipulate. You just grab some stuff. There we go. There we go. That edge can go. Did it help? Did it go? That's a move. I don't want to move. I want to crease. Take away. See what we got? There you go. And if I need to up the resolution or drop it, there we go. There's one more piece done. See, look, now we got some edible geometry. Probably 4 is about decent enough. We can also do some secondary stuff in there to get that going. This part's a little harsh. Let's smooth it out and see what it looks like. that came like a swoop. I'm okay with that kind of. I'm gonna probably do this. Probably push and then pull that back up. Oh. Let's see if that works. Yeah, a little bit better. Just slightly off the head. Slightly, not a lot. Just a little lip. Cool. Another piece cleaned up. We got her head posed. We can look at her from an angle now, and let's see what we got. And I'm about to shut it down for the day. We'll try that steel one. Let's see what it looks like. So a little bit of progress. We got the head posed, cleaned up this mesh. I'll probably make this a little non-symmetrical later on, but for now I wanted her to have a direction to where you have that eye flow going this way. Oh, wrong button. You right here. I need a set camera sitting here, so I have to keep doing this over and over, but that'll be later. Let it process. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well, and appreciate everybody watching these videos. I know these are long videos on this one, but you know, hope y'all have a good day. Later.